Digimon is a series that has been going on for over 20 years now. Starting off as a virtual pet simulator akin to that of Tamagotchi, it evolved, or should I say digivolved, into many forms of media such as card games, anime, and video games. The latest for gaming consoles being Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory, which released for the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita. Developed by Media Visions and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment, Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory, which shall now be known as Hacker's Memory from now out. Because Jesus, it's just a mouthful. Hacker's Memory is a role-playing game where you follow the main character that you aptly name, has his account stolen, and tries to retrieve it. While on his quest he bumps into a hacker team known as Hoodie, which he joins shortly after. From there, hijinks ensue. The story takes place during the same period as Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, the previous game in the Digimon Story series of games. Characters from that game make their way over, and you catch glimpses of the main character you once played as. The story is dialogue heavy, however it has a great story that left me satisfied when I reached the end. A real nice touch was the side quest, as some are a continuation from the previous game, which was a neat touch. You're a hacker for hire in the game and help out Digimon and people alike. The main objective of this game is getting Digimon to help you complete your objectives. You can get to pick from 3 at the start, and from there you scan Digimon you fight with your Digivice. Once you have scanned the Digimon to 100%, you can then create that Digimon and add it to your party. You can have up to 11 Digimon in your party, 3 for fighting while 8 are in reserve, which can be swapped in and out of battle. You also have a data limit on your party. Depending what stage your Digimon is at will be the deciding factor on how much space they take up. As you work your way through the game, you will unlock more space. You then have Digifarms, areas where you can leave up to 10 Digimon where they will level up without you taking them out. On the farm you can set up items that will help them develop their stats such as attack and defense if you command them to train, and depending on the personality of the Digimon, they will focus on a certain area of growth. For example, if the Digimon is brainy, then its intelligence will grow the most. This is a well made system when it comes to digivolving Digimon. Digivolving plays a big role in the game and is immensely satisfying when you get the Digimon you want. Nearly all Digimon have multiple paths of Digivolution, which is where boosting stats becomes so important as you try to get Digimon, as they need to have certain stats. And with over 320 Digimon to discover, it's a rewarding system that gives you a sense of accomplishment as you need to put effort into it in order to achieve what you want. However, it can be slightly tedious at times. The battle mechanics are turn-based and handled exceptionally well. Each Digimon has a type from Vaccine, Virus, Data and Free. The first 3 are strong and weak against each other, while Free is neither strong or weak against any type. Then you have attributes, which is Fire, Water, Air and so on and so forth. This adds an extra layer of strategy to the game, as while Virus might be stronger against Data, if the Virus type is Fire, and the attacks a Data type that's Water, then you won't do as much damage as Virus and Data would do if their attributes were not weak to each other. It makes you think carefully when you're in a fight, as you switch Digimon that suit the situation you find yourself in. You have a combo meter that builds for the Digimon as you fight. The higher the bar is, the more likely your Digimon will team up to deal extra damage or increase stats or healing. Each Digimon has 1 to 2 special moves that are unique to them, while every other move is obtained and has an attribute to it or is a move for healing or boosting stats. You have a handful of hacking abilities in the game that allows you to solve puzzles or unlock new areas to explore in cyberspace. You can unlock these abilities by digivolving your digital monsters to certain levels, as hacking skills will require you to have a certain number of champion level or ultimate level Digimon in your party to use them. New types of quests and battle modes were added to this game. One of the big new quests is going to other hacker team servers and beating them with the aid of your allies you make over the course of the game. You start off with a disadvantage against a hacker team, however if you capture points owned by the hackers then you gain the advantage. It's not necessary though, as you can simply battle the leader of the group. You then have Domination Battle. You have a team on either side, 3 people each. You are only allowed to pick 3 of your own Digimon for this while you team up with members of Hoodie, most of the time, as you control their Digimon in fights. The objective of the battle is to get points by moving across the board-like area while fighting the opposing team to stop them from getting points. They mix it up near the end of the game, where it's the first to defeat the other side, but depending on how many points you have, it gives your team a boost in stats when the battle. It's a shame it was only implemented once. If the 2 types of domination battle had been mixed throughout the game, it could have made the mode feel less stale every time you did it. The graphics for this game are the best Digimon has ever had. However, little to no change has been improved from the previous installment of Digimon Story games. There are a handful of new areas, but most of them are recycled from Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, leaving a sense of cheapness. It feels more like an expansion pack for Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth than a game that stands on its own. The animated cutscenes that are scattered throughout the story are stunning to watch and made me wish there was more to see. Now on to one of my favourite things in video games, music. Hacker's Memory has some great tunes, with a few standing out. However, the rest is rather dull and uninspiring, but it does do its job while playing the game. One thing I have to give the game props for is this. Adding O Fortuna into the final boss battle was a sensational idea. Overall, Hacker's Memory is a brilliant turn-based RPG. You have a decent story-driven game with neat graphics, a rewarding Digivolution system, and great gameplay mechanics. While there are some issues such as repetition and no real massive improvement over the last Digimon Story game, I give Hacker's Memory a 7 out of 10. If you're looking for games similar to Hacker's Memory, I'd recommend any Pokemon game, Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, Persona 5 or Child of Light.